Hey there, everyone. Happy Wednesday here. It's Shelly Levi, and tonight I wanted to come and chat with you a little bit more about the difference between like your medical marijuana and CBD oil. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I'm coming across a lot of people that have a lot of questions about the CBD oil that I've been using. And there's this kind of stigma around basically cannabis and, you know, the whole pot smoking, stoner, getting high kind of thing. And guess what, you guys? There's a difference. There's a big difference between your medical marijuana that is out there and the CBD oil that can be used for a lot of some of your maybe health limitations that are taking place right now. So what I wanted to do tonight, I wanted to share kind of what I've learned so far about the difference between these two things and why I chose to go the CBD oil route. Now, I by all means am no expert in this at all, but I am a person that is constantly learning and trying to educate myself, especially about my diseases, my health issues, and the potential solutions that are out there and available to me. Because there's a lot of options, and it's not all revolving around pharmaceuticals. And that's what's important for you guys to know. Hey, Steve, thanks for jumping on tonight. All right, so here's what I found out so far. You know, this is gonna be more and more I'm gonna learn as I go here, and more research comes out, because I'm going to make sure I'm bringing you that information and helping you guys stay up to date on this. Anyway, your cannabis plant has two species. One of those species is the marijuana plant. The other one is the hemp plant, okay? In the body, we found this out about 30 years ago. We have what's called the endocannabinoid system. And there's trillions of receptors in our bodies, CB1 receptors and CB2 receptors. CB1 receptors are receptors in the body that tend to be attracted by this THC that is found in marijuana. The CB2 receptors are attracted to CBD, which actually is found in both the marijuana and the hemp plant. So let's start off with the marijuana first. So the marijuana first, I've got some notes over here because I want to make sure I'm giving you the correct information. So most of your marijuana contains about 10% CBD. 10% CBD and about 20% THC is found in marijuana. Like I said, the THC is what connects to those CB1 receptors, which is kind of responsible for the psychoactive effects that you get on the brain, hence the high you experience. A lot of people will use the medical marijuana for relieving nausea, pain, reducing pain, muscle relaxation, and amongst other things that are out there. Like I said, I'm not an expert in this. On the flip side, on the hemp plant, you've got about 20% of this is CBD in the hemp versus, remember, it was only 10 in the marijuana. And there's only 0.3% THC in the hemp plant. That's it, 0.3. There's 20+% in marijuana. 0.3, it's like it's not even noticeable in the hemp plant. Plus, not only that, you're gonna find about 60 different types of CBD compounds in that hemp plant as well, 60 of them. CBD being the highest of the cannabinoid compounds that are in there. Now, remember, I told you early on that the CBD connects or responds to or ignites the CB2 receptors in the body. Those receptors are connected to our immune system. You guys, it's connected to our immune system. And that is responsible, those receptors are also responsible for getting our bodies back to a state of homeostasis, which means it's trying to get that inflammation cleared out, which is the underlying culprit of pretty much all your health issues out there. It's going in, breaking that down, getting rid of that, so your body, your organs, your immune system can function like it's designed to do. And oh, by the way, with no psychoactive effects on the brain, because they don't respond. The CBD does not ignite the CB1 receptors, only the CB2 receptors, which is, like I said, responsible for that immune system. Who wants to feel better? Who wants to feel like their best self ever? Who wants to be able to have more energy? Who wants to be able to have, just happy, waking up, feeling refreshed, revived? Who wants to be able to enjoy their days, be able to move? When your body is so full of inflammation, it's locked up. Your joints are locked up. Your muscles are locked up. Your organs are locked up. Things can't work when it's full of inflammation. And that's where this can come in and help you. Now, in the oil that I use, when we do a full spectrum, which that's something you want to look for, and you want to make sure that you are getting a full spectrum CBD oil, because that's going to have more compounds in there that can go in and do this job that it's being asked to do. In the one that I use, the compounds that are in there, not just the CBD, but we have the CBC, CBN, CBG, and CBDA, which all have medicinal benefits, again, without that THC and psychoactive effect on the brain. So are you starting to get why more and more people are gravitating to this amazing product of CBD oil? You can get all those medicinal benefits, by the way, which are, it's legal in all 50 states. Marijuana, THC, no, it's not. And quite honestly, I don't want that psychoactive effect on my brain. I want to be able to function through my day. That's where the CBD oil comes in. I can get all those benefits without that. All right. So something else to keep in mind, I've had people reaching out to me and they're like, okay, well, I've tried the CBD oil and it didn't work for me. Okay, so a couple things I want you to keep in mind with that. If it's not working for you, there's companies out there that dilute their oil, the CBD. They'll dilute it. So again, look for and see, is it a full spectrum oil? Make sure it's not being diluted, that there's no additives in there. You shouldn't be having a long list of ingredients. 2, maybe 3. The CBD, the cannabinoid itself, usually there is some sort of connecting, like we have the hemp seed oil as kind of like the binding agent, and then there might be a flavoring, like a mint extract. That's it. There shouldn't be anything else in there. Check the concentration. Check the concentration. I know there's some concentration levels that are only 100 milligrams. The concentration level that I use is 750. And with a higher concentration means it's going to be able to work in the body a little bit more effectively, a little bit more efficiently, and I probably wouldn't have to use as much compared to the 100 milligram bottle. All right, so those are some things that you want to pay attention to. And then, did you build it up in the system? Are you letting it sit under the tongue for a full minute to absorb into the body and not swallowing it. That's huge. Are you making sure you're not eating and drinking food, water, liquids 15 to 20 minutes before and after to allow for sufficient absorption in the body? These are all key things in order to make sure your CBD oil is working at its best for you. And of course, you want to make sure you have a quality brand. So those are things, though, I hope that are helping you kind of learn the difference between a medical marijuana and a CBD oil. You don't need a medical marijuana card for CBD oil. You can get going on it right now and be able to start to experience relief, finally, for once. It does take a little time to work up into the system, but usually with about 2 weeks in, people are seeing some pretty impressive results already. Now, I know this is a lot to wrap your head around. And trust me, you're going to be seeing more and more and more and more about this on the news, in documentaries, on the radio, all over the internet. You are going to be seeing more and more and more about this because this is huge. It's huge. It's coming into the medical industry and it's going to change the way we approach medicine. So why not get on top of it now? All right, here's what you can do. If you've got more questions, just comment below you would like to be added to my Facebook group where you can get more information, not just on what I use, but just on CBD oil in general. I mean, that's what it's truly about, is finding out what is this about? What are the medical uses around it, the health benefits around it? We've got a Facebook group that can show you some of the research behind all this, and not even just for us humans, even our pets. Yes, CBD oil for your pets too. So that information's all in that Facebook group. If you would like to know, kind of get more of this and educate yourself on this, just comment below you'd like to be added. And not only that, I'm gonna throw you in a drawing that we are having on Saturday morning for possibly getting a bottle of that CBD oil in your hands at absolutely no cost to you. All right, who would like to win a bottle of CBD oil to try? Me. Why not? So let me know if that's something you want to do, and I will add you ASAP. All right. Thank you so much for jumping on tonight and watching the video or catching the replay. I really appreciate it. And if you feel this is going to be beneficial for someone you know, or some loved ones, please share it with them. You never know who you might be able to help out along the way here. All right, you guys have a great night. Bye-bye.